The holders, let's not forget, Chelsea, are looking to overturn a 3-1 deficit against Real. And it's reflected in today's back pages. The Sun go with Dare to Dream, to being like Tuchel. Blue Boss, it says, we must give our all. And the Mail say it's mission impossible. Tuchel on the defensive, but Chelsea dream of Real shock, or real shock, depending on how you want to read it. And a piece further on in the Sun by Andrew Dillon calls it mission almost impossible. Is that how you see it, Ali? Is it mission impossible or almost?
Natalie, it's as tough as it can get. I mean, Benzema's hat-trick in the first game was different class, but I watched it. I mean, it was tight. There wasn't a lot in the game. It was just the difference in the quality of finishing. I thought
it was,
from Benzema and Chelsea, obviously poor for obviously the third goal, but they're not without a chance. Lukaku's out with an injury, I think. Werner looked he looked really lively at the weekend. I'd be more confident if Lukaku was fit to give them the kind of option of Lukaku or Werner. You know, they had an opportunity to change it. However, I'm looking. You know, they've got a chance if they can score first. Maybe stating the obvious here. If they can nick the first goal, then it's game on.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing you can say, I think the biggest compliment you're talking about Chelsea is saying they're not out the tie. I mean, they are not out the tie. There was some one or two indifferent performances. I know the weekend they were look back to their lethal best, but they have had one or two indifferent performances. However, if they score first, it'll be game on.
Yeah. And that's got to be the message, obviously, like you're saying, from Tuchel. Get out there.
100%.
And is it a case of, look, you've got nothing to lose, just go for it?
Do you know something? I'm not necessarily in that. I don't necessarily have that train of thought, Natalie, to be honest with you.
Because they're still in it, is what you're saying.
Absolutely. You could score at any time. I genuinely think it's more important you don't lose the first goal, because I think it's their mountain to climb. So stay in the game. They've got players, particularly as we saw at the weekend, Natalie, they looked lethal at the weekend. They've got players that can get goals. I think they'll score. I definitely think they'll score there. And if it's the first one, dear me, because I mean, it's a tough place to go to, of course it is. However, if they can get a little bit of nerves in the home crowd, then they're not without a chance.
What is it about Karim Benzema right now? 34 years old, but he, this season, is just scoring for fun. What is it, 37 goals this season?
He's been amazing. He's always been a player. I remember he played, here's one for you, Natalie, I'll go back to, I think it was 2008. It was a year we went to the Europa League final. And it might have been one of his first games for Lyon. And I'm sure he scored the hat-trick. We certainly got two at Ibrox. He was brilliant. You know, one of those players, you look at him, you think, he's going to have a bit of a future in the game.
I like that.
This chap's going to have a little bit of a future in the game. Just his movement and everything was superb. But he's probably playing as well now as he ever has done in his career. He's just lethal at this moment in time. And he looks to me, I don't know whether MD would agree, I think he looks as though he's enjoying the responsibility.
Do you know what I was going to say? That it's like, because the spotlight now is on him.
Yes.
And he'd been overshadowed for a long time, obviously, with Cristiano Ronaldo at Real. And now it's like, this is my time. I'm going to claim all this limelight. And he's doing it.
That's exactly what I think.
Yeah.
I think he's enjoying it. I think he's thriving on it. And his level and quality of finishing this season has been up there. It's been absolutely tremendous. We've really got, it's funny because we've really got back to the stage where we're talking now about top centre forwards. We really are. I know with one of the best games in a while there, Liverpool-Manchester City, where you could argue there's no real out-and-out centre forwards. However, you look at Benzema, you look at Lewandowski, you look at Harry Kane and players like Tammy Abraham. You know, we are getting back to top-class centre forwards scoring goals again.
We certainly are, and it's hopefully going to be an exciting game against Real Madrid for Chelsea in Spain.